When it comes to the leadership of Africa, one thing you're going to notice that most African head of states take so many years in power that they never retire. But in this video, I'm going to categorize the top 10 youngest African presidents who are already in power and maybe the impact they are making in their countries. And in this category, I'm going to start with the youngest. Number 1, Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. He's 37 years old. Ibrahim Traore is the youngest and the most admired African president in his time. He has been serving as an interim president of the Republic of Burkina Faso since 30th September 2022. Ibrahim rose to power through a coup d'etat that saw a former president, Paul Henry, being ousted from office, and he took power when he was 34 years old. Until now, he's 37. Born in 14th March, President Traore is currently 37 years old, making him the youngest African head of state. Ideologically known for his Pan-Africanist, anti-Western, and anti-imperialist views, Traore held the rank of captain in the Burkina Faso Armed Forces since 2020 and has served as the second leader of the Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration since 2024. Number 2, Mamadi Doumbouya, President of Guinea. He's now 40 years old. Mamadi Doumbouya is a Guinea military officer who has been serving as an interim president of Guinea Republic since October 25, 2021. He rose into power through a military takeover, or rather the coup d'etat, which he led himself on 5th September 2021, and That coup ousted the former president Alpha Conde from the office. Born in 5th December 1984, Mr. Doumbouya is currently 40 years old, making him the second youngest African head of state. Number 3, Mahamat Idris Deby, the president of Chad, 41 years old. Mahamat Deby is a former military general who is currently serving as a transitional president of Chad Republic. He acceded into power as the president of the Transitional Military Council in 2021 after the death of his father and Chadian president Idris Deby, who died in action while commanding a troop in northern Chad. Born in 4th April 1984, Mahamat Deby is currently 41 years old, making him the third youngest African president. Number 4, Assimi Goïta, the president of Mali, 41 years old. Assimi Goïta is another military officer who has been serving as an interim president of Republic of Mali since 2021. He acceded into power through a coup d'etat against the former president in 2020. Born in 9th November 1983, Assimi Goïta is currently 41 years old, making him the fourth youngest African head of state. Number 5, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the president of Senegal, 45 years old. Bassirou Faye is a Senegalese politician and former tax official who is serving as the fifth and the current president of Senegal since April 2024. Before rising to power, he was a lawyer, a tax collector, and a politician. In fact, Senegal is one of the African countries who have set a good example when it comes to electing young leaders who can change the story of Africa. Born on 25th March 1980, Bassirou Faye is currently 45 years old, making him the fifth youngest African head of state. Number 5, Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopia, 48 years old. Born in 15th August 1976, Abiy Ahmed Ali is an Ethiopian politician who is the current Prime Minister of Ethiopia since 2018. And he's also the leader of Prosperity Party since 2019. Abiy Ahmed became the elected member of the Ethiopian Parliament and was then elected Prime Minister by the House of People Representative on 2nd April 2018, following the resignation of his predecessor. Number 7, Andry Rajoelina, the president of Madagascar, 51 years old. Born in 30th May 1974, Andry Rajoelina is a Malagasy French politician and businessman who has served as the president of Madagascar since 2019. He was previously a president of professional government from 2009 and 2014, following a political crisis and military-backed coup. Having held the office of mayor for about 1 year prior, Andry Rajoelina is the 7th president of Madagascar. Andry Rajoelina is 51 years old now, making him the 7th youngest African president. Number 8, Evariste Ndayishimiye, the president of Burundi, 57 years old. Born in 17th June 1968, Evariste is a Burundian politician who has served as the 10th president of Burundi since 18th June 2020. He became involved in the Rebel National Council for the Defense of Democracy during the Burundian Civil War and rose up to the rank of its militia. At the end of the conflict, He entered the Burundian army and held a number of political offices under the auspices of President Pierre Nkurunziza. And finally, he was endorsed as his successor ahead of 2020 election, which he won with a large majority. President Ndayishimiye is serving his second term as the president of Burundi, and at the age of 57, he's the 8th youngest African head of state. Number 9 are the King Mswati III, 57 years, or rather the King of Eswatini. Born in April 19, 1968, King Mswati is the head of Eswatini and head of the Swazi royal family. He heads an absolute monarchy as he has veto power over all branches of government and is constitutionally immune from any prosecution. He was made a king from 25th April 1986 at the age of 18. Currently, King Mswati have 14 wives, and he is the only head of state who was made the king when he was 18 years. King Mswati is now 57 years old, making him the second youngest head of state. Number 10, President William Ruto of Kenya, 58 years old. President William Ruto is a Kenyan politician and a farmer who is the fifth and the current president of Kenya since 13 September 2023. Previously, he served as a deputy president of Kenya under the leadership of President Uhuru Kenyatta for a term period of 10 years. President Ruto is serving his first term as the president of Kenya, though many Kenyans have expressed dissatisfaction in his leadership so far. Currently, he is 58 years old, making him the 10th and the youngest African president. In summary, most of the youngest African head of state rose to power through a coup d'etat, which in my views, youngest leaders in Africa should be given an opportunity to lead and develop their countries. Thank you so much. If you have watched this video to this point, you are the best, and I hope to see you to the next. Bye-bye.